So yeah, in terms of this, hold on, let's move that to there. There we go. In terms of this, the Tintin, we've got 2 stacks. Right? You can see I've got a couple of repeats already. So this is what we opened on the last stream. That was like last week, I think. Last Tuesday. This is what we opened. This stack here. Alright. I haven't stuck them in. I wanted to save it. Here. I wanted to save it for when we were on stream. So that's this stack here. There's a couple of repeats in this. So I will save those for like swaps and stuff. So that can go over there just for the time being. I did open some more off stream. That's these ones here. These these might also be repeats in here as what's also in this one here. So I'll just quickly go through them. But yeah, we'll then stick these ones in as well, and then we'll open up some more packets. I'm thinking only 5. I'm thinking only 5 packets because this is going to take a while. What I have done, I've downloaded a app track. That one's definitely a repeat. That one's definitely a repeat. I know that. But there are some other repeats in there as well, some light swaps. I have downloaded an app on my phone that keeps track of all the different cards I've got, just so that I can easily see how many we're on. So that's there. You can't quite see it. It doesn't quite show up on the stream. But we currently have 223 out of 980. So we're well on the way. We've still got like 100 packs to open. So I'm kind of hoping we can make over halfway. Obviously, the more we open, the more repeats we're going to get, the more swaps we're going to do. You can kind of see here like all the different stuff that I've got kind of seen in the orange ones. I don't know if they show up on stream. No, they don't quite show up on the screen because the white contrast. I don't know why that is. Like I'm sure I turned that down. Filters. Not that one. This one. Filter. Because there's something wrong with like the color correction. Maybe we turn down the brightness on it. That might help. Nope. No. Is it the contrast? Is that what needs turning down? Is that a bit better? No, not really. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what needs turning down here. Maybe it's oversaturated. Huh. I mean, now I look really pale, but I think it's because it's shiny. The camera doesn't like picking up on the shinies. It's like reflecting. It's overlighting everything, and I don't really know how to fix that. So we'll turn down the contrast. We can turn down the brightness as well. Maybe turn the contrast back to 0. There we go. I think that might be it. That might be it. There we go. There we go. Oh god, that's looking better. Just that was enough. There we go. That's looking loads better. Okay, now might be a good chance to... Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's still not as good. If I do that, you can kind of see. Anyway, it lists where all the where all the things are in the app and stuff. So yeah, I mean those are the stickers that we've got. So with this and the stickers, it means that I won't have to like flick through the book to say, yeah, I've got that, or no, I haven't got that. That's looking loads better already. I think I've fixed the issue. I am going to turn the brightness down just a little bit more. We'll turn it down to there. And I think that is good. There we go. I've turned the brightness and the saturation down. That should help. I guess the white balance is like auto-correcting or something on the camera. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's still shiny in places. It's always going to be like that. It's shiny stickers and studio lights that will do that to you. So. Okay. So that is the idea anyway. So I'm going to move this away. I'm going to go through like one tiny little bit at a time, so I'm not like handling them all, and then like every so often I'll just be taken from it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put that there. This is the tripod. I can't seem to get rid of the tripod from the stream, so you're stuck with the tripod. I don't know how I've done this in the past where it's been on this tripod, because it's been on this tripod. I don't know what I've done in the past. I can't seem to figure it out. Okie dokie, let's get cracking. I'm going to take the first few, which will be these ones, so I'll leave the Mexico, because these will be all on the same page. I would imagine. Aha! 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 Yes. Really careful with it. Do you know what? I'm going to put them all over there, and then we'll just take from the pile as we go. I think that is the key. I'm really trying to like angle the book and the camera so that you're not missing anything. I'll tell you what, let me move that. There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I don't know. It's so like, it's so sketchy. This is so sketchy because I've not done this bit before. There we go. That's a bit better. I've not done this before, so I don't kind of know where I need to be with like the camera and stuff, and I didn't even test it. Anyway, this one is 0, 0. I've got to be really careful with these because I have to get extra close to be able to get the stickers in the right place. Oh, come on. I can't even open the first one. Okay. You have backups. Do like one corner at a time. Nice and steady. There we go. First sticker is in. First sticker is in. And it's the official Panini sticker as well. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This one's number 5. So this is the next page. That's the official slogan, that's the official mascot, and that's the official emblem. Don't know what those look like, actually. Generally don't. The official ball! Wow. And then this is the host country emblem. That's the emblem? Oh, I see. There's like 3. So that's the Mexico emblem. This will be the Canadian emblem. There's only 2 matches in Canada. Yeah, mostly US. Two stadiums they use. Toronto. Toronto was the one that they played at. This one's number 5. Toronto was where Canada drew yesterday, 1-1 against. Who were they against? Bosnia and Herzegovina. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I need to figure something out. And then there's Mexico City, which has 72,000 for the Mexico City Stadium. Is that where Mexico played? Because that's a big stadium. 72,000 is a big stadium. Doesn't say actually where they played. Korea and Czechia. I didn't watch that match. So I know they both played in Mexico. Will it say in here? It was. So yeah, the Mexico-South Africa game was the Mexico City Stadium. It says there. And the Czechia was the Guadalajara. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. That's this stadium. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Those two stadiums have been used. The Toronto Stadium has been used, and the LA Stadium. I'm pretty sure that's where the US played. I didn't realize the US stadiums were so big. Jesus. Like 78,000? These are bigger than most Premier League stadiums. I bet they're shit to watch at though. They'll be like converted American football stadiums or something like that. Okie dokie. There we go. Okay, I'm doing a good job at stickering in the stickers so far. So, who's playing today? Because I know there's going to be a match coming up soon. So I believe Brazil, Morocco. That's at New York. Haiti, Scotland. That is in Boston. Qatar, Switzerland, which is San Francisco Bay. And Australia, Turkey is in Vancouver. Interesting. So Brazil are playing. They'll be playing in like half an hour. Brazil will be. That should be a good match. I might actually have to. I might actually sneakily watch that in the background with no sound, obviously. Because I do like some World Cup action football. I haven't been able to watch all of them because the time zones are a little bit dodgy for me, but that's okay. Brazil, Morocco. Oh no, that's not. That is tonight. Which one? Oh, it'll be the Austria-Turkey game. Australia or Austria? That'll be AUT is Austria, so that must be Australia. That's tomorrow. When is the next? Qatar, Switzerland. It's this one. Okay, that's San Francisco. And that will be on ITV, I'd imagine. I need to make sure that there's no sound on this. 54-month-old mod. Evening, Sticker Boy. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Have you been watching much of the World Cup action? Ugh, put that there. Okie dokie. Let's go on to the Mexico page. We'll get the Mexico stickers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I assume you're not as interested in football. Has it started? Yeah, so Mexico beat South Africa 2-1. There was 3 red cards. That was the opening match. That wasn't yesterday. That was the day before. Brazil are playing today. In like half an hour. Wait, no, it's not Brazil that are playing in half an hour. It is Qatar, Switzerland in half an hour. Brazil are playing at like 11 o'clock our time. So yeah, it's in full swing. It's 4 matches today. It will be 4 matches. So this is the number 1. Uh-oh. Don't get it wonky. Do it wonky, Womble. No. Not happy with that. Uh-oh. No, adhesive. Do not set till I am ready for you. Do you know what? I'm not keen on the hardpack version of this because it's making the page bend underneath me. That will do. It's close enough. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's close. Yeah, so I'm not so keen, because this is the first time I've done it with the hardback. I usually do it with the softback. Although I will admit with the softback, the paperback, I still have the same issues, so there's more flex. But then they get damaged easier, so it's like damned if you do, you're damned if you don't with these sticker books. Jorge Sanchez! Oh, we're on this page now. This should be easier. Yeah, if I was social, I might have watched a match in passing. In China, I watched a fair few games, but not sure. Then have I really seen any footy, to be honest? Yeah, I watch a lot of football. It's not because I'm social, it's because I like sport. I can happily watch sport just on my own, just in my own kind of background. This is number 15. I must pay attention to the ones that were sticking down. What I used to do as a child with these stickers is accidentally stick them in the wrong place, and it always used to frustrate me. Then I have the same face twice. There we go. That's the next one done. So yeah, I watch football. I don't necessarily watch loads of football, but I do watch it. I'm not as into football as I am, say, like Formula 1 or cricket. Like those are the two big sports that I watch, like Formula 1 and cricket. But I do like football. The Olympics as well. I always watch the Olympics. See, that bothers me. You can see it. There's like the line there. Like that sticker didn't go on. Wait. The thing is, it was bang on in line with the outline. Like when I'm putting the stickers on. Oh, this one's out of alignment. This one's the one out of alignment. But I've done those two out of alignment. So this one's actually correct. But there's a... Yeah, that's annoying. Oh well, it's fine. Was St. Patrick's Day as well, I think. Had a lot of Irish in the bars too. Yeah. Yeah, rugby as well. That's another thing that I like to watch. I like to watch the rugby. I mean, the sports that I watch in person, that's more or less cricket and football. I've never seen a rugby match in person. Not a professional one. I've never seen Formula 1 in person. I should go. I know I would enjoy it. They've never actually... Ugh. Always the first couple of stickers that you put into a book. Always the hardest. Yeah. I'm not gonna get them perfect, am I? Who's playing for Brazil? I don't actually know. Not Brazil. Is Dan and Doy playing for Switzerland? Okie dokie. South Africa. This is going to take a while, by the way. Maybe it was 2017, 2018, I forget, but England were knocked out. Was it World Cup? So 2018, that was in Russia, so I believe England got to the semi-finals in 2018. The first time in since 1990 that they got to the semi-finals of the World Cup. First time in my lifetime. England are always knocked out, but they did very well in 2018. Yeah, 2018 was a good World Cup for England, and that was yeah, I think overall we came 4th because we lost the playoffs as well, the 3rd place playoffs. We got knocked out to Croatia in the semi-final, which was a bit of a pain because we should have won that. Low-key, if we'd have beat Croatia, I think we would have won the whole tournament. But, no, I say that. Yeah, I don't know. It was a very young team at the time. Seen some touring cars at Donington. That's about as close as F1 races I've come to. Although, I do a tour of the Red Bull site at MK Dons. You did do a tour. Nice. Hey, Jen! 71-month streak. Wow. That's ridiculous. 72-month resub. Thank you very much, Jen. I just realized that you sub when I don't stream. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me, Jen. Because I go months between streams sometimes. And you've stayed sub, so I appreciate that. Yeah, in terms of touring cars at at Donington, yeah, I've also seen touring cars there. I've also seen my brother-in-law race at Donington as well, like amateur rallies and stuff. I go to Donington quite a lot. It's right on my doorstep, so. Did you know I've never actually been to? I've never been to Silverstone. I've never actually been to Silverstone at all. Or, I've been past the Red Bull factory at Milton Keynes. I've never been inside it. I have been at the McLaren factory though. That is amazing, that tour. That tour's amazing. That 1 month I missed was from like when I first started following you. I'm so mad now. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Well, thank you very much, Jen. I very much appreciate your face. I appreciate you. Oh, I can already tell I'm getting triggered by the placement of these stickers. Because they're not aligned. It's fine. It's fine. I just need patience. That's all I need. That one's not. That one's a good one. That's placed very well. Let's do some South Korea, shall we? Do I have all of the South Korean players that I've got? I think I've only got 4. Oh, I have to be careful. Stag go-kart sounds fun. First stag, did a group of us did go-karts and that was fun. Yeah, so my brother-in-law's stag do, we went go-karting. And I broke my ribs. But I came second out of like 20, and they all like doing go-karting. I came second. I'm pretty pleased with that. I was annoyed because I could have I know I had the ability to beat everyone there, but there was I caught up like by the time because I started off 5th on the grid. By the time I'd caught up to the person in first, I'd caught them up, and consistently I was quicker throughout like every single lap. And I was putting the pressure on, and he went past one of the back markers, the people right at the back, so I was lapping as well. And I got up to one guy, and like the leader went past, and then he just would not let me past. He was just like slamming into me. I'm like, no, I could have won, but it's fine. At least I got second. Hey, yeah, I got that, look. I got a little trophy for it. I wanted the first one, though. I wanted to win. But I'm pretty pleased with that, like, because they go karting a lot, like Adam's mates go karting a lot. And saying I hadn't been in like 5 or 6 years. I was quite pleased that I was able to very quickly get my pace up. But yeah, I broke my ribs on one of the laps. We've got to repeat. Okay, where are the repeats going? I think they should go... No, because I do want to keep them. They should go... They'll go over here. I will put them over. Actually, we can put them there. That's our duplicate. I want this sticker book. I don't even pay attention to the World Cup anymore, and I want this book. Dude, like, it's... Okay. So, this is what I've got, right? I purchased this, which has... 143 packs inside. We've opened a few of these, but yeah, I've still got loads left to unpack, right? I'm gonna gradually do them as we're watching the World Cup. And at the same time, I got this tin that is World Cup tin for the stickers. So, and I think there was 19 packets in the tin as well, right? So in total, and the book, this is the hardback book, in total from Panini, it cost like £217 for the whole lot. There's 980... Womble has some spare stickers. He can pop them in the mail. So the spares, I do actually intend on doing swaps. Like, I'm going to find places that I can do swaps for and popping them in the mail and sending them so I get some back so we can complete the book. That's what I do. That's what I did with the Qatar one. So yeah, I would share, but obviously I need to do the swaps first, and then once I've done the leftover stickers will usually go to like my mate's kids. So a cool way to make new people. Usually it's anonymous, so you never actually meet people. You just mail your stickers in the post and hope they send theirs. It's like an honor system. Just hope they send theirs as well. And if they don't, they don't. It's fine, whatever. And then, like, when you get to the last 50, you can just purchase the last remaining stickers from Panini Direct. And it works out just a little bit more expensive of one sticker for like 50p or something like that. So that's what I plan on doing. So I'm hoping that £200 is all I'm going to spend until I need the last 50 stickers. But we shall see. We shall see. We'll see how it goes. I do this every World Cup. It's been a tradition for a long time. Maybe next stream I'll get a couple of my old sticker albums and you can have a look at the old ones. I know where the last 2 sticker albums are. I'm not sure where the others were. I think they went into storage. But I do still have them. So you have a shelf of sticker books. I've got 2 sticker books in my house. Like 2 other sticker books in my house. The others I put into storage at my parents'. I wish I kept my sticker books from when I was a kid. Yeah, I didn't keep them all. So there were, like, I used to collect the Premier League ones as well, in the 90s. But yeah, I don't think I kept those. I think I binned them. I think I've got until 2006 World Cup. So I've got the 2006, I've got the 2010, 2014, and then I've got 2018 and 2022. I know where 2 of them are. I know where the 2018 and the 22 is. And then obviously this one. So yeah, I don't have that many. Like I said, I used to do all the Premier League ones every year, but I don't know where they are. We'll do Czechia. So in the sweepstakes at work, because we've got a sweepstakes for this, like to see what teams we have, like who's going to win. It's £2.50 per team, right? All the teams have been taken. I literally got. So I picked, my first 2 were South Africa and Czechia. They're both in Group A, and they both lost their first match. So one of my teams will be kicked out of the World Cup first. One of my teams will. There's no question on that now. Like, it can't be any other way. One of my teams is going to get kicked out first. The other team is also going to get kicked out because Czechia aren't exactly great. South Africa lost 2-0. Czechia lost 2-1. Qatar are playing today. In fact, Qatar are playing in like 5 minutes against Switzerland. That's a tough match. I don't think Qatar will do very well. So then I decided I'm going to buy 2 more because at the time Argentina and France were still in the packet and there was like 10-15 tickets left, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'll just buy 2 more and just hope I get either Argentina and France. I could actually win it. I get Croatia. Fine. I'm actually quite happy with Croatia. Like, they're fine. I don't think they'll win. They are in England's group though, and England, I'd say England are like, I'd be disappointed if England didn't get into the semi-finals, to be honest, although they do have a difficult route. Croatia did win once. No, they got into the final once. That was 2018 when Croatia got into the final. They knocked England out of the semi-finals. So 2018, Croatia won. Got into the finals. They came second. They lost to France. Yes, they lost to France. Final is still a good showing. Yeah, absolutely. I will say, though, the team from Croatia for 2018 is a lot better than the team that they've got now. Yeah, they don't have as many solid players as what they did back then. But still, I'm okay with Croatia. They're fine. That's an okay team. I think Croatia could potentially get into the quarterfinals. It all depends on whether or not they win the group or not. Because if they win the group, then yeah, they could get into the quarterfinals. I think if they lose, if they come second in the group, which I think they will, I think England will win Group G. Then Croatia, yeah, they're going to have a tough time, I think, in the knockout stages. But they can do it. They can do it. And then the other team was Curacao, so I didn't get it. The next person who pulled teams out of the hat got France and fucking Argentina. Ah! Ah! I was so mad. So they got France and Argentina. And I would say they're the best two teams in the tournament. Maybe Spain. Spain's pretty good. For me, it's between those three, right? Like, it's between those three who'd win this year. But still, you know, it's a knockout tournament. Brazil's pretty good. France is pretty good. Germany, maybe. Maybe for Germany. They're okay this year. England, I would say they're okay. They might do alright. Bit of an odd squad for England, but they didn't lose a match on the qualifiers, so they've got momentum. Oh, we have another repeat. So yeah, my sweepstakes, not great this year. I purposefully waited until like a lot of the things had been pulled out of the hat as well for me to go. I'm not going to lie, I did miss watching World Cup with my dad. Divide doesn't do sports. I mean, it's well, there's 3 stadiums in Canada this year. Toronto. Hold on, it'll tell me in this. It'll tell me. What are the Canadian? Oh no, there's only 2. Toronto and Vancouver, yeah, miles away from you guys. Miles away from you guys. To be fair, it's more of a US hosting nation this time. Mexico's got a couple of good stadiums. Like, Mexico City Stadium's massive. Out of the 3 host nations, is this the first time in World Cup history that 3 countries have hosted? Maybe I can convince him to go to Vancouver with me one of these times. Or I'll get his sister to go with me. Yeah, so Vancouver, you could. I think Canada have a lot of their matches in Vancouver, but I mean, it was sold out yesterday, like when they played. Let's see when the Vancouver matches are. So Vancouver. So you've got there's Canada versus Qatar at Vancouver. So that's Thursday the 18th of June. New Zealand, Egypt on Sunday the 21st of June. Switzerland, Canada, Wednesday the 24th of June. And then New Zealand and Belgium, Friday the 26th of June. Interesting. Where are England playing? England are playing... Do they have one in Toronto? I feel like they do. No, they don't. Not in Toronto. It's Boston, Philadelphia, and New York. That's where England are playing. Oh no, sorry, Dallas. Dallas, Boston, and New York. Jesus Christ, that's a long trek. Boston and New York City I kind of understand, but then Dallas is like fucking miles away. This book is fucking cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool, right? And then there's in Vancouver, there's also a round of 32 and a round of 16 for the Vancouver, and then that's it. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches at Vancouver. So 2nd of July for the round of 32 and the 7th of July for the round of 16. In case you're wondering. So those are the matches in Vancouver. Oh. Yeah, this book's pretty cool. There's some pros to this book. There's also some cons. Souček. I think he's a West Ham player, or at least used to be. I don't know if he's stayed at West Ham. Jesus Christ. So I've bruised my ribs again, and every sneeze, every hiccup destroys me. It's so painful. There we go. That's good. And then we've got Patrick Schick. I need to open a window because it's getting hot in this room. So there we go. That's Group A done. Bear with me one sec. I'm just going to open a window. That's better. Why do you hate your ribs so much? I don't know, man. I fell over. And I've bruised my ribs. And I'm pretty sure the reason why it's so painful is because it's like re-cracked where it cracked when I had my karting accident. So this is the second time that this has gone in like 3 years. So I'm pretty sure that's why it's so painful this time. It is getting better though. Like today, it has not been as bad as it has been all week. All week I could barely move. Ugh. But like just reaching for things, it's not great. Liam Miller of Hull City, he's gonna play in the Premier League next season. shall put him away. We have a repeat. So it's not the fact that I hate my ribs. It's just the fact that I'm clumsy as fuck. In my defense, I fell over in the middle of a power cut, and I just misjudged where the curb was. So it wasn't necessarily my fault. And I am tempted to see whether I can, like, say, hey, council, I've broken my ribs. Give me some money. But, yeah. But that involves paperwork, and paperwork is like the bane of my existence, so yeah, just not. I do actually have the football on. Down here, they've just had quick kickoff, so Qatar v Switzerland. I imagine Switzerland should win this fairly convincingly. They've got a very good team. That being said, Qatar just had a pretty good shot on goal there. Let's get the Bosnia and Herzegovina. Oh, there's the Qatar team. I'm half tempted to fill these in, because these are like the matches. Down here, we could fill in the scores. I don't know. I'll have a think while we're doing this whether or not I want to do it. Get a Sharpie and do it like neat. Oops. I was a big fan of Ajax growing up, so Amsterdam is who I usually root for, and Germany. Probably should have been rooting for Switzerland since my grandpa was there, is there now, and I think about it. The Netherlands is who you root for. Interesting, and Germany. So Germany are the only ones that have won out of those three. Netherlands have been into the final a few times, but they never actually won the World Cup. This guy! This guy! This is the guy! Him! He was the one on our second pack. We already had the repeat. Him! This guy! Yeah! Him! I can't pronounce his name. Literally, the second pack we opened, we had a repeat, and it was this guy. See? 2 of them. For whatever reason, it's not actually... There you go. Good luck trading that one. About to have an outbreak. I think everything has got whitewashed, hasn't it? Does everything look whitewashed right now on the screen? It's probably because I've opened up the curtain behind me so I can let some air in. I apologize. I'm not fixing the camera. We'll just deal with it. That. Bosnia, there we go. That's the Bosnian national team in. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a pen knife so I can open up the stickers a little bit easier. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back. There we go. I know. It's actually Swiss. Just so I can open the stickers better because corners are getting a little bit like... Okay, this is dangerous. Oh, hello. Yeah, maybe this isn't gonna work. I thought this was a really fine knife. Yeah, this that doesn't work at all. That doesn't work at all. There's got to be a better way of like getting these stickers off, right? That. It's not too bad. The white balance on the thing. Good. I'm glad it's not too bad. This is place for Stuttgart. A lot of these play for like German teams. 1, 2, 3 plays for German team. He plays somewhere in Portugal. Let's swap over to Qatar. There we go. Previous hosts of the World Cup last year. I've only got 4. For these, no repeats. I do like the referee cam. Where is this match being played? The Qatar Switzerland match? I'll have a look in a sec. I'll answer my own question. Because the stadium looks pretty good. It looks pretty big. So I'd imagine it's somewhere in the US. Oh wait, no. We already looked, right? We already found the answer to this. San Francisco, yeah. How big is the San Francisco? 69,000. That's impressive. That's a big stadium. I'd imagine some big MLS team plays there. Probably a San Francisco-based MLS team. Repurposed stadium. I mean, it looks like a football stadium, right? It's right there. I don't want to share this for too much. But no, it looks like a football stadium. I think it's an MLS is huge, right? In the US, like it's now quite a big league. The teams that they have in MLS are like, I would say, in between the standard of Championship football and Premier League football. So yeah, there's a lot of money that's in MLS. That's why a lot of the top players went to the MLS like teams. A lot of like the South American players play in the MLS. So yeah, all the American stadiums are like 60,000 plus. Just as a sample size, the biggest football stadium in Europe is Camp Nou, which is 99,000. Wembley is 90,000. Signal Iduna Park in Dortmund is 81,000. Stade de France in Paris is 81,000. The Madrid Stadium is 81,000. San Siro, which is home of AC Milan and Inter Milan, they share the stadium. That's 80,000. Didn't know that. Turkey is 76,000. Old Trafford is 74,000. So that is the sample size, right? In Europe, right? Bayern Munich is 75,000. So I mean, like, saying the MLS stadiums, if we look on here, like the New York, New Jersey, that's 78,000. So that's bigger than Old Trafford. It's a bigger stadium than Old Trafford. It's not quite the size of Wembley, but you know, it's a pretty big stadium. That's 78,000. It's bigger than Turkey, actually. The Artuk Olympic Stadium, which is a repurposed stadium, I believe. Yeah. So that. How big is Spurs Stadium? I reckon Spurs Stadiums is 66,000, right? That's quite big. Beckham heading out that way to help set some stuff up. Yeah, he did. LA Galaxy. He did. He absolutely was one of the big pioneers. But it wasn't just him. There was quite a lot of others that went out that way. And then obviously now the big expansion is like Saudi Arabia, right? There's a lot of like Saudi teams, which we might see in the Qatar leagues. Oh. So these all play for Qatar teams. No idea if it's still involved or not. Oh yeah, he's absolutely still involved in it. I think he was a co-owner of LA Galaxy for a while. But yeah, no, he's still massively involved in the football scene in America. Which is why he's on a lot of the promotional stuff for the US World Cup. Oh, penalty! Penalty to Switzerland. I missed that. I stopped paying attention to it. Just gonna watch the penalty now. It should be a fairly easy game for Switzerland, to be honest, because Qatar's not exactly well known for being a great footballing nation. VAR check over. Okay. Yeah, easy goal. Who scored that? So this is Switzerland. Dan Ndoye. He's the only player I recognise that goes in this spot here for Switzerland. I might actually have the sticker. I do have the sticker. This guy. That's Dan Ndoye. If it focuses. If it focuses, there we go. You'll be able to see at the bottom. He plays for Nottingham Forest. That's my team. That's why I know him. I don't know if he's actually in the squad. Even though he's in the sticker book, doesn't necessarily mean that he's in the Swiss squad. I'd imagine so. He's a good player. There we go. Come on. Oh, I really knocked the corner on that one. That was annoying. So yeah, David Beckham's still massively involved in the MLS. I think one of his sons plays out that way. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. He's the co-owner and president of the MLS club Inter Miami. So it's Inter Miami now. He was the founder of Inter Miami as well. Alongside, he is also co-owner of Salford City. I didn't know that. It's financial stake. He owns a financial stake in it. Interesting. So yeah, he's still a big influence in the US. But yeah, co-owner and president of Inter Miami. So yes, he is involved in the football scene. It wasn't LA Galaxy. I was wrong. I thought it was LA Galaxy for some reason, but it wasn't. It's Inter Miami. LA Galaxy was the one that he went to play for, right? Yeah, he went to go and play for Galaxy. Oops. John Manzabi. There we go. Ruben Vargas. Final one, Dan and Doy, and that will be Group B sorted in terms of stickers. So what? It's taken us an hour to sort out Group B, A and B. There we go. There's Dan and Doy. He's now in. It's a good player. Good player for Forest. Trying to decide if it's too late to make rock cakes. It's never too late for rock cakes. Never. Now we've got Brazil. Historically a very good team. Just going to get rid of the offcuts. Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. So I would imagine Brazil. What is happening outside? Squirrel. I would imagine Brazil probably win this. Actually, if you look at this, Brazil didn't do very well in the qualifiers. They only just made qualification. So down here, you've got Argentina, which just absolutely destroyed everyone. You've got Ecuador, Colombia, Uruguay, then Brazil, then Paraguay. And then the rest, Bolivia, Venezuela, Peru, and Chile didn't make the World Cup. What are rock cakes again? Cakes that destroy your teeth. Bite into them and it's like biting into a rock. It's no, they're not. They're like cookies. You would call them cookies, I would imagine, but they form in the shape of rocks, and they've got like chocolate chips in them, or they might have raisins in them. They've got like a rough surface. That's why they're called a rock. They're pretty easy to make. Let's see if I can find a. Is it sultanas that are traditional to go in rock cakes? I think it's sultanas. I always used to have chocolate chip ones, but I think traditional ones had like sultanas or dried fruits. Yeah, maybe a bit of apple. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, apple. Yeah, make them and then post pics. That's a good idea. Small crumbly cake, kind of cross between cake and scone, sultan, currant with a sugar topping often. Yeah, I used to have rock cakes with chocolate chips in. So we never had dried fruit in them, but traditionally you're supposed to have them with dried fruit. Yeah, it was definitely a penalty. I'm just re-watching the penalty there. Alright, I'm readjusting because my ribs are flaring up a little bit. I might have to go and get some pain meds in a sec. Let's keep posting. Let's keep putting them in. I don't know if we're going to do all these today. I should, because I've also got these ones in here as well, right? So I've got quite a few. Number 6. So this is an Arsenal player. It's a defender, I think. It's like right back. Is he right back or is he centre back? I can't remember. Guilherme, he's Newcastle, I believe. I'll tell you what, we'll do Group C, and then I'm going to go and get some pain medication. Pedro? Oh, Pedro plays for Chelsea. I didn't know that. A lot of Premier League players popping up now. Did Murillo make the team? I don't think he would have. No. Oh, no? Yeah, maybe not. Kuna. He's Man United. Oh, that's this guy. I'm just seeing if there's any of the Forest players, because we've got a couple of Brazilian players on Forest as well. But yeah, I think Murillo is a good centre back. Alisson. Who does Alisson play for? He plays for a Premier League team, I'm sure he does. Right. I've only got 2 Moroccan players. And Abazalazuli. I don't know if that's how you pronounce him. He plays in the Qatar League. Interesting. Yeah. Haiti. I don't know much about this team at all. I would be surprised if I know any of these players. Oopsie. Oh, he plays for Toronto FC. Almere City. Plays for Athens. Okay. Interesting. It's interesting. He plays in the Canadian League. MLS. It's the MLS. Toronto FC plays in MLS. I think. Let's double check that strong claim. Yeah, it is MLS. Okay. It was the MLS. That is correct. Oh, Nashville won the MLS this year. I thought it was into Miami, but it wasn't. They came second. Oh, they've not finished? They must have a mid-season break. Maybe I'm... Yeah, they've not finished it. There must be a mid-season break for the World Cup. But Nashville's at the top. Inter Miami's second. Toronto is 13th. And then is it MLC? No. MLS. Soccer League. What is the one below the MLS? It's Major League Soccer. That's what MLS stands for. LA Galaxy have the most titles. I knew that. I knew that that was the case. What's the... Yeah, so Inter Miami actually won last year. They won the last... What's it? League Championship. "33 different clubs have completed in the league, with 16 having won one MLS Cup." Interesting. So LA Galaxy have won it 6 times. DC United 4. Columbus Crew, that's a... San Jose Earthquakes. The names of these, what the hell? Sporting Kansas City, Seattle Sounders, Houston Dynamo, Los Angeles, Chicago Fire, Toronto FC. That's a normal name. Inter Miami, I can understand that name. I don't necessarily agree with it because they're not Italian. But I guess Miami kind of sounds Italian naming. I don't know, maybe. I'm stretching. Real Salt Lake, for fuck's sake. Colorado Rapids, Portland Timbers, Atlantica United FC, New York City FC. I'm okay with that one as well. New York Red Bulls, Philadelphia Union, Tampa Bay Mutiny, Miami Fusion. Miami Fusion. Are they even still a team? No, dissolved. Miami Fusion has been dissolved. FC Dallas. That's an okay name. That's fine. FC Dallas makes sense. That's fine. FC Cincinnati. Perfectly fine. San Jose Earthquakes, not fine. Not fine. Not okay with that. I'm not okay with that name. I'm not okay with that name. I'm not okay with that name. I don't know much about the MLS. The Major League Soccer. What's the second division called? USL Championship. I would imagine United States League. Maybe. USL Championship. So who's in that at the moment? Oh, okay, so there's 2 groups. Interesting. They do it very similar to Miami FC's there, Detroit FC. Indy 11. God damn it. America. Pick some normal names. Actually, no. No, don't do it. Don't pick normal names. Stay American. Keep those names over there. Okay? You keep those names. That's fine. Those names, you have them. I don't want them. I don't want your naming system. Keep that away from Europe. That being said, like, half of the names have been inspired by, like, Europe, right? Like Inter Milan and things like Inter Miami. It makes sense. That makes sense. I can understand that. Real Madrid, right? It makes sense. I understand that. And I will say, supporting a team who has a bit of an odd name, Nottingham Forest, it does make sense though. Sherwood Forest, you know what I mean? Sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood, makes sense, right? The Tricky Trees. That makes sense to us. So maybe there's just a lot of Is there a lot of earthquakes in San Jose? I would imagine there is, right? Oh no. I'd imagine there's a lot of earthquakes. I guess it's on the San Andreas Fault. San Jose. So yeah. Guess it makes sense. It makes sense. But it does feel like it belongs in a different sport, that naming convention. Not in football. Because usually in football, like, it's either something City or something United or something Rovers, right? At least English football. Or you get Inter or AC or FC, right? Or Sporting, that's very European, Dutch kind of thing. Real is usually Spanish names. Who's this one? Number 6. Okay, I need to focus. We need to get through these. I'm only on Group C, I believe. Seventh, Ruben Providence. What is... Do you have to check something real quick? Oh, I don't have to check it. Oh, it gives us all the page numbers. Okay. I just wanted to know when England's first game was. It's up here. Wednesday the 17th of June. Jesus, I've got until Wednesday? And I bet it's like late night. Yeah, it's going to be like early hours of the morning for me. That sucks. I think. Wait, is it? No, it might be like 11 o'clock. I might be okay. Am I working? Wait, I don't think I'm working. Might be able to have it off. There we go. Haiti done. Scotland. I think Scotland's first match is tomorrow, right? No, Scotland's first match is today against Haiti at Boston Stadium. Well, I say today. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow for me because it's early hours of the morning. Yeah, I might stay up for that. We'll see. We'll see. I'd love to see Scotland lose. To be fair, against Haiti, they've got the best chance out of the whole group, right? Oh, there's more Scotland. There's more Scotland. I didn't pick up all the Scotland. Okay. Billy Gilmore. Now, yeah, so they both play for Napoli, which is interesting. I didn't know that. Danny McLean plays for Norwich City, I believe. Focus! Camera! Focus! Oh my goodness. Look at his blurry face. Oh, there we go. It I actually like that. It does say Norwich City there. Kenny McLean. Oops, nearly ripped that one. Lewis Ferguson. Don't know who he plays for. Bologna. Interesting. Another Italian team. The 3 Scots play in the Italian Liga A. Didn't know that. Generally didn't know that. And that's the Scotland national team. And I believe that is Group C done. Now, I did say I was going to run and get some painkillers, so I think I will. I will go and get some painkillers because my ribs are flaring up like crazy. Ah. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. So bear with me 2 secs. I'm just gonna go and get some painkillers, and I'm gonna get another drink as well. So I'll be back. Everything hurts. You're not taking them with an empty stomach, are you? No, I'm not. Don't worry, I had something earlier. Everything hurts! Everything hurts. Everything. It's bad. It's bad, man. Okie dokie. I also had some ibuprofen rub as well. Alright. Matt Freese, who plays for the New York City FC. Interesting. I mean, the US did very well against Paraguay yesterday, 4-1, I believe the result was. Mark McKenzie, who apparently plays for Toulouse in France. Timothy Wah! Who plays for Marseille. Oh, we got 2 Timothy. What? Damn it, Timothy. Alec Tillman plays for Bayer Leverkusen. And Ricardo Pepi, PSV Eindhoven. Q are Dutch. T number 18? Yes. Ooh, that one went on wonky. I don't like that. I don't like that one. That one went on wonky. Oh well. I can't get them all. We've only got one Paraguayan player. That is Orlando Gil, who plays for an Argentinian team. Never heard of him.
To earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves.
Oh no, we do have more. We've got
If there comes a time
more Paraguayans. There we go.
meet,
Just he's a goalkeeper. That's why his uniform's different. His uniform. His uniform. Yeah. I can't think what else to call it. Fabian Balbuena. Again, never heard of him. He plays for a Brazilian team, apparently. Omar Aldrete, who plays for Sunderland. I do know him. Didn't realise he was from Paraguay. I thought he was from Brazil. My bad. Alderete. And Ramiro, who doesn't have a football team. Come on. Focus. Focus on his face. This guy doesn't have a football team. Angel Ramiro doesn't have a football team. I'm going to Google him in a sec. We'll find out if he does have a club or whether he's been a free agent for the last year. He was born in 1992, so potentially he just hasn't been re-signed. I mean, he's 34 this year. So he's quite old for a footballer, so he just might not have a team. He might just not have a team anymore. He's just an old fart. Younger than me. Paraguayan footballer, professional footballer who plays as a winger for the Argentine Premier League Boca Juniors and the Paraguayan national team. He is the twin brother of Oscar Romero. Is Oscar Romero on here? Wait, what? Yeah, he plays as a winger. Oscar Romero. I don't have another Romero, so yeah, okay. So yeah, his current team is Boca Juniors. What is that team? Argentine Premier Division, apparently. It's the Argentinian Premier League. Never heard of him. Never heard of him, but he does have a twin brother. So, he does have a team. The sticker lies! The sticker lies. Come on, Panini, just use Google. So, Australia, we'll take the Australian ones. There's quite a lot of Australian stickers. There's quite a lot of Australian tickets. Stickers. My goodness. They're all defenders as well. We have the shiny. Alessandro Circati. Circati? He plays for Parma in Italy. Jordan Boss. He plays for Feyenoord. For me, that he looks like Nico Williams, but I know it isn't. Aziz Behic, who plays for Melbourne City FC. I've never heard of him. 7. Never heard of this guy. This is the fun thing about the World Cup, is that you really do get players you've just never heard of before. Milos Degenek, who plays for a team, I believe, in the Serbian team, the Serbian league. And I'm gonna be real, I've never heard of the team and I've never heard of the player. FKTSC Baka Topola. Never heard of that team. I've never heard of the player. Not good. Riley McGree, who plays for Middlesbrough. I've never heard of the player. I do know Middlesbrough though. They are Championship, so below the Premier League. They just lost out on the place to get into the Premier League for the first time in like 15 years, I believe. So they just lost out on that. And we are Australia. There we go. I do wonder, because we do have a couple of Championship players in the book. So we've had Hull City, we've had Middlesbrough, we've got... I think I've seen Southampton. I think I've seen Southampton pop up in some of the stickers. I do wonder whether there's going to be like any... Oops, what is that? Oh, it's a packet. I'm not sure where that came from. Interesting. I do wonder, like, how many Championship teams, the players there will actually be. It's an interesting thing to have a look at. Galatasaray AS from Turkey. I don't have a clue how to pronounce your name, sir. And then Kenan Vildes, who is of Juventus. I know Juventus, that's Italian. It's Italian, one of the top teams in Italy. Vildes. I don't know if he's any good though. Vildes. Okay, there we go. We're on Germany now. Oh, we've only got one German player. So we're now in Group E. So this is an interesting group, because Group E has Germany, Curacao, Côte d'Ivoire, and Ecuador, right? Curacao is like the worst ranked team in the World Cup. It's a tiny, tiny island nation just off of Venezuela. The fact that they were able to get into the World Cup ahead of Venezuela is kind of crazy in my head. Like it's crazy. I mean, they didn't. Oh, they might actually have a group here. So they played Barbados, Aruba, St. Lucia, Haiti. So yeah, these are all. The final round was Curacao, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Bermuda. I mean, you always do get like teams like you always get one, but yeah, Curacao. I think this is the first ever World Cup for Curacao. But let's place Riddle Baku in. He plays for Leipzig. Come on, Riddle. It's number 8 that I'm going in. Right, let's get all the Curacao players in. Yeah, so I doubt I'm gonna know of many of these. So, for context, Jurgen Locadia plays for Miami FC. So Miami FC is in the 2nd division of the US League. That's how low down these players are in like the player rankings and stuff. Which is, it's crazy to me that he gets to play in a World Cup and Italy aren't in the World Cup. That's crazy. It's absolute bonkers that is the case. I mean, I get it. It needs to represent the world, but the best teams in Europe are better than the majority of the players. Like the best teams in South America and Europe are like better than at football than the rest of the world. So yeah. You've also got. So he plays for PS Eindhoven, which isn't too bad. Like that's the Netherlands. Eindhoven, I think they came 3rd. Yeah, the Scottish. Like he plays in the Scottish League. He plays for Livingston. Like Joshua Brennett. So like it's such a low-level league. You just don't. Ejir FK in Turkey. I like it's crazy. Like I mean, 3 of them do play in Europe, to be fair. But Miami FC are like it's not a good it's not a good team, right? Like, it's not even the best team in Miami. It's not even the best team. They doesn't even play for the best team in Miami. Well, like what the hell? And Joshua Brennett doesn't even play for the best team in Scotland. Armando Obispo plays for Eindhoven. There we go, and finally the Jurgen Locadia. Alright, Côte d'Ivoire. Quite a few of those. The Ivory Coast. historically have ever made it out of the group stages in the World Cup. But they've got an okay chance of doing it this time because Ecuador's not exactly the best team. So yeah. So you've got Emmanuel Agbadao, who plays for Wolves, who just got relegated. And I have a repeat there, so I'm just popping that over here. Seko Fofana. Stad Reims. Even Gusan? Ecuador! I think I've got a few of these stickers. Okay, I only got 4 or 5. Got 4. Gonzalo Val? I don't know who you are, sir! Probably never see him at the World Cup. Like, I think he's the second keeper or something like that. Gonzalo Plata, who plays for a Brazilian team. Again, never heard of you. Never heard of any of these players. Actually, I am just looking at the names and seeing if I recognize any of them. Some of the names I might know. Maybe. Evan Rodriguez. No, I mean, not really. He plays for a Belgian team. Number 19. He plays in Europe. But it's not a team that I'm aware of. Royal Union Saint Gilloise. I don't recognize the name. CF Pachu for Valencia. Anna Valencia, yeah, no idea. I haven't heard of any of these. I don't know any of these players. Damn it, Ecuador. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting group. This is going to be a group that you want to keep an eye on because Curacao, Ecuador, and Ivory Coast. I mean, out of those 3, probably Ecuador's the one that might get the promotion there. But I mean, Ivory Coast have a good chance of getting out of the group there. I mean, out of those 4, though, Germany's probably going to win every game. If they don't, there's something wrong with Germany. And don't get me wrong, something wrong with Germany all the time. Here we go. We are the Netherlands. Where's Animal when you need him? Or Cyan, actually. Haven't seen them. I've only got 1. I've only got 1 for the Netherlands. Coop Minas. It rings a bell, but I don't know. He currently plays for Juventus. I don't know whether he might have played for a Premier League team in the past, and that's why it rings a bell. Let's Google, shall we? Let's also put on some more music. Put on the Stellaris. How do you spell it? Coop? has he played? He currently plays for Juventus, but who has he played for in the past? Because I feel like no, he's never played for a Premier League team. Atalanta, AZ, and Young. Okay, yeah. Maybe I remember him from the last World Cup then, because he was in the last World Cup, so that could be why I remember him. But yeah, interesting. His name rings a bell, but yeah, don't know. Anyway, moving on to Japan. Blimey. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's not bad. Okay, I'm not going to know any of these players again, am I? No. No, I'm not going to know any of these players. Suzuki plays for Parma FC. Zion Suzuki. Japanese. Henry Hiroki Machizuki, who plays for a team in Japan. Imagine he is right back. Imagine he plays right back, or yeah. Ayumu Seku plays for a team in France. Now, I'd imagine these are centre-backs, actually, because they usually do centre-backs first. Oops. Careful, careful. No! No! Okay. That's my first, like, proper close call. And this sticker's not going to stick down flat anymore, is it? Okay, I saved it. We're good. That is good. It has... Whew! That was close. That was close. Oh boy, that was a scary one. This is Takfusa Kubo, who plays for a Spanish team I've never heard of. Sociedad de Futbol. Ritsu Doan plays for Frankfurt. Place I've been. Not to watch football, but I have been to Frankfurt. It's number 14. What group are we on now? Group F! Okay, we must be getting close now, right? What group is England? I thought it was Group G, but I don't... It's Group L! Jesus Christ, that's a lot of groups. I forgot the amount of, like, teams has almost doubled this year. Right, we'll get Sweden. Gabriel Gudmundsson. I recognize the name. Gudmundsson. I reckon he plays for Leeds. I know Gudmundsson. I reckon he plays for Leeds. I'll have a look in a sec. Yep, Leeds FC. There you go. That's the first player I've recognized in a while. Oh, and an Arsenal player. There you go. I can't pronounce his name. Don't ask me to. Gavorkas, but Arsenal player. I recognize the name. I can't pronounce it. Good old Sweden. This is actually, I would say, quite a difficult group. Because you've got Sweden and you've got the Netherlands, both of which are fairly good teams. So this would be a difficult team to be group to be in. I would imagine Tunisia comes. Tunisia and Japan are probably gonna not make it through. Mind you, Tunisia. Tunisia and then we're on to Belgium. Dylan Bron for Tunisia. And Elvis Gihari plays for Frankfurt. There we go. And that's the end of Group F. I'll get rid of these. There wasn't very... I didn't have very many stickers for Group F. We're not even halfway! Actually, I think we might be halfway now. Yeah, this is the halfway mark. We're halfway! So that's Belgium. Arthur Theatre, who plays for Frankfurt, centre back at Frankfurt. Do you know, I might... Oh, no, don't do it. Onana, who is a Villa player. I do recognise the name. Had a good season, Villa, this year. Very good season. Made it into the Champions League twice. Won the Europa League. Unfortunately beat Forest in the semi-finals of the Europa League. Knocked Forest out, but hey. Kevin De Bruyne. I do know him. He used to play for Arsenal? No, City. Man City. I don't know. Who did he used to play for? Who did he used to play for? He's only just gone over to Napoli. He used to play for Man City for a good... I mean, he was the Man City captain for years, right? Not Arsenal. Man City. Was he the captain? Was he the captain? How much did they sell him to at Napoli for? Because I feel like I had 72 goals for Man City over nearly 300 appearances. So he played at City for a while. He was at Chelsea for a bit. I didn't realise that. When he was at Chelsea, he was on loan quite a lot. That's probably why I didn't know that. Um. The injury. Was he captain? Was he captain? He's Belgium's captain. Okay, so he's Belgium's captain. He's not Man City. He wasn't Man City's captain then. Okay, I don't know. I don't follow Man City. He's Belgium's captain. I knew he was captain. I just didn't know who he was captain of. Don't need the Iranian players yet. So Belgium's got an incredibly strong, very weak group. They've got Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. New Zealand we'll get to in a second, because there's a player in there that I like. There we go. First shiny. And Annie? Mohed Hammy? I'm going to try and get through these as quick as possible now, just so that we can jump into a little bit of Minecraft, because I do want to play some Minecraft. I might not open any more packs. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I do actually have Minecraft open in the background. I just realised. I had Minecraft open in the background. I was meant to be AFKing at the zombie farm, but it was on pause. Now I'm going to have zombie noises in my ears. You can't hear it because I have it muted for the stream, but I can hear it. It's number 8. Okay. I'm gonna have to just do this real quick. I'm gonna have to just do that, do this. Do that. There we go. That will help. Just turning down the volume of Minecraft in the background. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Just so that's running in the background, because I do need it to run so that we can get some... basically, I need some more cyan dye, but in order for me to do that, I need blue dye. So I'm AFKing at the zombie farm so that I can trade with the... Can I not hear that now? Why can I not hear that now? I can hear it. Okay. So I can trade the zombie flesh for stuff. I'm doing that in the background. You don't need to see that. Yeah, you don't need to see it. I'm just AFKing that. That's an Iranian player. How did you get? Okay. Well, may as well put you in. Saf. Little bit of a controversial team, actually. At the moment. But especially going to the US, the Iranian team, we're not going to talk about the politics of the situation. But it is, yeah, controversial. That's all we'll say. That's all we'll say. But Iran are in the World Cup. And they're all... Oh! Tom Emmy apparently plays for Olympiacos. Interesting. The reason why that's interesting is that the person, Marinakis, who owns Nottingham Forest, also owns Olympiacos. That's the only reason why it's interesting. It's not interesting for anyone else. It's just interesting for me. But they are a Champions League team. They do tend to get into the Champions League. I'm gonna have to turn down that sound a little bit more in my ears. The sound of zombies just gets louder and louder, doesn't it? Let's turn it down to there, and then once it builds up, then I should be able to. That's much better. You guys can't hear it. I can make you hear it and it will drive you insane. This is that. That is what I've got in my ears right now, but I turned it down. So, there you go. Just so you're aware what I'm dealing with in the background, and we'll play some Minecraft after. Let's go over to New Zealand, because I said we had someone interesting in the New Zealand team. Chris Wood! I've actually met and put a sharp metal object in his dad. Yeah, met his dad. Nottingham Forest striker, did very well last season. This season, not so good. He's been suffering with a big injury, which he suffered whilst playing for New Zealand. And he's been out for the majority of the season for Forest, which is a little bit of a shame. But he's same age as me. He's getting on a bit. I think I'm a little bit older than him. I think he used to play for Birmingham City, I believe. That's where his dad said his dad lives, in Birmingham. I don't know where in Birmingham. Bell. Joe Bell plays for Viking FX in Norway, Portland Timbers, Minnesota United. These are all very low teams. Chris Wood might be the best player, actually, on the New Zealand team. He's good. He's a good striker. He's not the best striker in the Premier League. I think he was like third top goal scorer though in the 24 to 25 season. I think he was like third top goal scorer. He scored a lot of goals for Forest. Forest came 7th. It was very high for them. And that is the end of Group G. I'm kind of speeding through a little bit now. So we got Espanyol. Now I do know a few of these players, the Spanish players, but not the first one. Laporte. Oh, I do know Porro though. He plays for Tottenham. Not currently. Probably their worst season they've had in a while. They only just managed to stay into the Premier League, which is hilarious. 2 17th place finishes in a row. Rodri, who is a Man City player. Do you know Rodri? He should be there. And then Pedri, who is a Barcelona player. Gonna get those out. Gonna leave them there, and they're ready to go. Just take them quite easy. This is Cape Verde. Another team where I'm like, how have these managed to get into the World Cup? How is... Oh, what number was this guy? This is number 4. Yo, Paulo. That guy, number 8. Yeah, I've not. Shamrock Rovers, he plays for. I'm not going to know any of these players. Yao Paulo, who plays for ASC Hotel Galacti. I don't even know where that is based. ROU. Okay, we're going to have to Google this one. I have to Google this. Where is this? It's a football team in the Super League of where? It's commonly Romanian. Okay. Interesting. Wouldn't have known. Wouldn't have known. So he's a Romanian. He plays for a Romanian club. It's still only 1-0 in the Switzerland-Qatar match. Samedo and Kevin Bina, who plays for a Russian league team that I've never heard of. Ah. ADHD brain is kicking in now. Well, now we're in Saudi Arabia. Got four teams for Saudi Arabia. There'll be some Uruguayan players that I'll recognize, I'm sure. Nawaf Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda? Al-Qaeda, yeah. He plays for Nasir, who is the Saudi Arabian like leagues. Al Nasir, yeah, it's like one of the best teams in Saudi Arabia. Nawaf Bouashel. Again plays for Nasir. Al Nasir. Al Ittihad. As an Al Ittihad player. Al Abud. Mind you, rubbish. And Al Brikhan, who plays for Al Ali Saudi FC. Okay. Interesting. All players I've never heard of. Okay, keep going. Sergio Roques. Never heard of him. He's apparently the keeper for Uruguay. Did Uruguay played the Netherlands last time, right? And it was a very dirty match, I believe. Hold on, let's have a look. Now, Uruguay, it's quite interesting with Uruguay because they have on their team logo, I don't know if, yeah, they have 4 stars. You can just make it out there. They have 4 stars above that. So each star means that they've won a World Cup. However, Uruguay have only ever won 2 World Cups. The other 2 stars are for the Olympic Games, which they won. In the football before the World Cup was even a thing. So 2 of the stars are a lie, but Uruguay insist on keeping them. It's really bizarre. So even they have 4 stars, but actually they should only have 2 because they've won the World Cup twice. Yeah, so Bentancur, he plays for Tottenham. I knew there'd be like one that I'd know from Uruguay because he's a Spurs player. They do get into the Premier League. Uruguayan players do. Oh no, Ugarte. He's a Man United player. He's a good midfielder. He is. He's done very well this season. He's played very, very well. He's on form. Nunes, who I recognise the name of, can't think who he's played for in the past. He's now in a Saudi team. Okay, that is the end of Group H. Now we're going to move on to Group I, which is crazy. I need to kill some zombies because they are killing themselves. also going to go and just really quickly sell some... I'm not doing anything interesting, just so you're aware. You're not missing anything. I'm just making blue dye and turning it into cyan dye because I need more cyan dye for the tower that we've built. I'm gonna need more grey dye in a sec. Not grey dye, green dye. Well, also grey dye. I will need that too, but we can do that on stream. That's not an off-stream problem. I know technically this is on stream, but you guys can't see it or hear it. You guys can't see it or hear it. We are nearly there. We've nearly done. We've got most of the way through now. Need to do the French. I'm going to leave that. Then you can see what I'm drinking. See what I'm drinking. Tea. Yes, I leave the tea bag in when I have herbal tea. I'm gonna sort them, so I'm gonna put like the Norway on the page with Norway. I'm gonna put the Iraq team on the page with Iraq. I'll put the Senegal team on the page. Senegal, cool. And then they'll just be there, ready, right? Like that. I would imagine I know a few of these players as well, like for the French team. The French players are... I mean, the French team, for me, I would say this is one of the teams that are the favourites. The other ones are right here. Argentina. Yeah, for me, this is... I would say France are my personal favourites to win. That's who I would put money on. Spain is another one. We have already done Spain's, but Theo Hernandez, who I do know, I can't think who he's played for in the past, but now he plays for Al Hilal Saudi club. Lucas Digne, who plays for Villa. I don't really know him that well though, so I don't think he's a big player for Villa. I don't think he starts. But there's Digne. I don't really follow football that well. Camavinga, he plays for Madrid. Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean this. Camavinga, yeah, I do know who Camavinga is. I have heard of him. Yeah, we are friends! And Barcola, who plays for PSG. Barcola, and just won the Champions League. They beat Arsenal on penalties. All the things. It was a good game, that was. I watched it. PSG's potentially the best club in Europe at the moment. Maybe Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich's pretty good. Lamine Camara. These play for AS Monaco. And I've got a duplicate. That's my first duplicate in a while. We are Iraq. Merches Doski. Plays for a Czechia team. Never heard of him. I guess it makes sense. It's an Iraqi footballer. I don't really know much about the Iraq national team. And Iqbal. He plays for Utrecht. Okay. So. Number 9. Okay, now then, we've got the big striker, Erling Haaland. Probably one of the best strikers in the world. Plays for Man City. I think this his first World Cup? Because I don't think Norway's been in the World Cup. So this is... That wasn't good. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh, no. No! I messed... Oh, uh-oh. I might be able to save it. Might be able to save this. Okay. I saved it. Ooh! That was close. I nearly had a big crease in his face right down there. That's not good. Erling Haaland! Probably one of the best strikers in the world, and I nearly destroyed your face. To be fair, it doesn't take much to destroy his face, because he does have a bit of a weird one, right? Yeah, Norway don't tend to do very well in the World Cup. It's just... I actually can't think of a time where Norway have made it into the World Cup. I generally can't. Just killing some more zombies. Okay, I can't sell my bits yet. And we do have a repeat here. Antonio Nusa. So yeah, this is a difficult... I would imagine France and Norway get out of the Group I. I mean, France are the team. They're the team to beat, right? Like... But the other team to beat, here you go, Argentina. So these are my two favorites. I would say France and Argentina. I've only got one. I've got Martinez for Argentina. Goalkeeper for Aston Villa. Very good keeper. Very good. Very good 4 years ago in the World Cup. Saved a lot of penalties. Wait, was it penalty shootout in the World Cup last year? In the final. I think it was. It was France-Argentina in the final. I know that. I think it was a penalty shootout. Let's have a look. Was it penalties? Yeah, it was. It was 4-2 on penalties. There was a lot of goals. Mbappe and Messi scored twice. No, Mbappe scored 3 times. He got his hat-trick in the final, and then they still... Oh, fuck. Lost to penalties 4-2. That sucks, man. That must suck. Yeah, that was it. Mbappe... Yeah, because Argentina were winning like 2-0 for the longest time. Then Mbappe like equalized and it went into extra time. And then Messi scored. And then Mbappe scored like 10 minutes later. Yeah, I remember. Hey, Serenity, how are you? How are you, sir? Welcome in. We are doing World Cup stickers. Then I'm going to jump on Minecraft and we're going to do some more Minecrafting things. Oh my god. How many Algerian players do I have? That's a lot. I wasn't expecting this many. How many? How many do I actually have for Algeria? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And none of them are repeats. This is the team that I've got the most stickers of at the moment. By quite a way. How are you, Serenity? What have you been up to? Ah! Come on, sticker. Open. So Alexi Gwen Dow? I don't know. There you go. He's right there. Mohamed Amini Tauge, who plays for a Tunisian team. I don't know any of these players. It's number 6. Nearly put it in the wrong spot. We've got Isa Mandi. Again, never heard of him. I'll be surprised if I know any of these players, to be honest. Algeria is not exactly the best African team. Oh, no. I was going to say we had a repeat. No, we don't. They're two different things. They're two different players. Completely different. Al Ittihad. This is an Al Ittihad player. Oh no, that was a wonky sticker. Womble, you need to focus, dude. That's proper stuck on. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna come into focus mode now. No more wonky stickers. No more. Like the last few I've done have been like, I've just been sloppy. I've been sloppy putting my... This is what happens when you do too many in one go. You get stoppy. More or less fine. I sold my own magic cards today for about 650 euros. Wow. Down to 83.5 kilos. Not bad. Got yourself a 3D printer 2 days ago. Who do I have to bribe to get someone to play Phasmo or something again? Preferably off stream. I really miss out in between game talks. I haven't played Phasmo for a while, dude. Kind of taking a break from Phasmo. I'd need to just recharge my batteries with it. I'll be honest, I didn't like the player character update, and it's made the game a little bit clunky, and it's put me off. It put me off the game a little bit. I will be back on it though at some point. Me neither. Yeah, I don't think very many people did like the player character update. The thing is, it just made the game clunky, right? It was like going backwards. Like, it added so many bugs to the game. It felt like it was rushed. The player character update was rushed. It's a shame. It's a real shame. So it's kind of put me off playing a little bit. And also ADHD brain hit in. I definitely had burnout. ADHD brain likes burnout on things. And I started playing Minecraft again, so we're on Minecraft now. There you go. That's not bad. That's the first page that looks somewhat filled. We've got 9 on there, nearly halfway. This is the furthest we've got on any of the teams so far. So if we've got 230 stickers out of 950, we have quite a way to go. But I've got a lot to open, right? Like, I haven't opened half of the packets that we've got yet. So still got a way to go. Hopefully we'll get some more, but it's going to start getting more and more difficult. We're going to get a lot more swaps. Xavier Schaugler. Okay, I can hear. Kind of lost my motivation after the Easter event. I did do the Alan Wake stuff, but I didn't stream much of it. I just played it and got all the Alan Wake things, and I got everything unlocked from that. So that was fun. But yeah, the player update was, yeah, a huge demotivator for me, unfortunately, and the fact that I was on burnout from it. I mean, we played it non-stop for like 5 months, so it's like, it makes sense that I burnt out. But that's okay. Burnout sucks. I mean, that's part of my existence. I live in a perpetual burnout of everything. Like, I always have. It's part of ADHD, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's fine. Like, it's part of my life. I just, like, the burnout, it gets, the things that I burn out on gets replaced with things quite quick. So, yeah, like, at the moment, the hyper-focus is on Minecraft. So, I'm back on Minecraft again, which is good, because I'd burnt out on Minecraft, and I was quite annoyed that I got burnt out on Minecraft. But now I'm feeling really inspired on Minecraft. Now, so yeah, like I've got a few builds that I want to do on Minecraft, and there's quite a lot of things that I want to do with it. But obviously this is my this is the thing that I'm fixated on at the moment, is the World Cup. So for the majority of the summer I'll be doing a lot of World Cup stuff. Qatar equalized? When did Qatar equalize? I missed that. I haven't been paying attention to the game. It's 1-1. Wow, good for Qatar. That is good for Qatar, man. I would have thought that it was a dead cert for Switzerland to win that game. 1-1 Qatar. Wow. That, for me, is a bit of a shock. That's crazy. Well done. Football isn't really my fortune. Yeah. Oh, that's a repeat. I nearly unwrapped him. Wow. The Qatar players are like, have fallen to the ground. They're in tears at a 1-1 draw. That's crazy. Well, that is a, wow. That was a crazy late equalizer as well. They're so happy. Like, they're treating that as a win. Like, last World Cup, I'm pretty sure they lost every game. So this is their first point in World Cup history. Good for them. Good for them. Those players look like they're really enjoying themselves. Switzerland, I would say in that group are like the hardest players as well, right? So the hardest team in that group. They've got a lot of good players. Oh, the Swiss fans are just like in shock. So it was a late goal. It was a late equalizer. When is the next game? The next game will be coming up soon, right? Because that will be the Brazil game, I'd imagine. I might have to change channels on my phone for that. Yeah, I mean, I love all sport. All sport. Like, you name a sport, follow it. Actually, that's not true. You could definitely name sports that I don't follow. But just sport in general. I mean, football is like it's part of our culture in the UK. It's part of your culture in Germany, right? Though, like it's quite a big thing in Germany. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of. Oh, we got 2 Cristiano Ronaldos though. Diego Dalot, who is a Man United player? Yeah, he is Man United. Come on. I'm always sitting there having no idea what people are talking about. Like, well, I don't really give a shit, but phew, if you say so. I mean, I don't necessarily like super follow it. I don't know loads about football. I do enjoy it though. When I was a kid, I mean, it was huge growing up, and then I kind of went off it for a little bit in my 20s. I just kind of got bored with it. And then I've kind of got back into it as I've moved into my 30s again. Cristiano Ronaldo times by 2. Al Nassr player. Right there. I believe he might be the oldest player in the World Cup. He's older than me, I know that, so that makes me feel good about myself. But there's not very many players in the World Cup this year that are older than me now. There's not many. Ronaldo's one, Messi is another, he's older than me. There's a guy in Mexico, I believe, that's done 6 World Cups. Yeah, this is Ronaldo's 6th World Cup, which is ridiculous. Genuinely. Actually ridiculous. There we go. I'm gonna get rid of those. Right, we're coming up to the last 2 groups now, I believe. Oh! I don't have any from the Congo. This is the one team I don't have any stickers for. Do you have a couple for Uzbekistan though? 13. There's so many random teams this year. He plays for a team in Iran. He plays for a team in Turkey. I've never heard of either of these guys. I'm not even going to try and pronounce their names. Not even going to try and do it. I'm just going to put the stickers on the book and then turn the page. Then we'll be in Colombia. I will probably not know any of the Colombian players either. No. I mean, I've only got 2 there. Oh, Luis Suarez. I do know that guy. Luis Suarez. Used to play for Liverpool, right? Suarez? Let's Google. If unsure, Google. Oh, no. It's different. There's like 3 Luis Suarez. So the Luis Suarez that I know is from Uruguay. And he did play for Liverpool. That is correct. The Luis Suarez here, I thought he looked different, is Colombian. There are 2. They're spelt the same as well. Colombian footballer. So I do not know who this guy is. Is the answer. But I know the name. I was going to say I thought Luis Suarez was Uruguay. He's the biter. He likes to bite people. Here we go. This is the best page. This is the best page. This is the England page. This is my page. I should know all of the players for this. And this was the first England sticker we got. We got this one, right? Yo, shiny, shiny. And take the rest of these. We're just going to pick them up. John Stones, Man City player. There we go, John Stones is in. Trent Alexander-Arnold now hasn't actually made the World Cup team. So he's in the book, but he's not actually in the World Cup. But he used to play for Liverpool. I don't know who he currently plays for. I think it's a European team. Oh, he plays for Real Madrid, according to this. Yeah, he used to play for Liverpool. Reece James, he plays for Chelsea. He did make the squad. Oh no, it's all wonky. No, okay, I can save this one. I didn't fully put it down. Can I save it? Maybe. Yeah. Saved it. Okay, cool. I didn't fully put Reece James down. Sorry, Reece. I'm getting tired. go. That's much better. Declan Rice plays for Arsenal. So he'll be starting every game. He'll be starting every game. Don't think Reece James will probably get that much time on the pitch, to be honest. I mean, without Trent Alexander-Arnold, yeah, Reece James is a go-to for that position. Anthony Gordon probably won't get that much time on the pitch. Maybe as a sub, coming in on the wing. Plays for Newcastle. Anyway, that's the England squad that we've done. We're done on that. And my best bet for the sweepstakes at work, Croatia. These are my best bet. It's going to be the first match against England on Wednesday. So I'll be very conflicted on Wednesday. I mean, no, I'm not going to be conflicted. I want England to win. I don't care about the 80 quid that I could win. Martin Bratun. Andrej Kramic. He plays for Hoffenheim. Didn't know that. I don't know either of those players. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, just killing zombies. There's quite a lot of them that have piled up in the kill chamber. Some of them, I don't know what's gone wrong with the last update, but some of them just are not getting killed. They're not taking the damage they should be taking. Okie dokie, now then. Ghana. Now, there's a controversial player in the Ghana team. I'm pretty sure I've got the sticker for him as well. But we'll do the emblem first. There we go. We got Mohamed Salihs. I'll do Sidu. Just trying to get through them now. We're nearly there. We're on the home stretch. Caleb Veranki. Abdul Fatawa, who plays for Leicester City. Right, so this is the lowest ranked player so far then. Because Leicester just got relegated to League One. So now a League One player, so that's our third division. It's the Premier League, the Championship, then League One. So, yeah, not good. Here we go. Thomas Partey. Now, here's the controversial player. He has been denied access to Canada ahead of the first game, Ghana versus Panama, in Toronto. So he will not be playing that first game because he is not allowed into the country. If you want to find out why, Google it. I'm not going to say it on stream. But yeah, controversial player. Former Arsenal player, I believe. Moving on to the final team. Carlos Harvey, who plays for Minnesota United FC. Okay. Can't say I've ever heard of him. Ismael Diaz, who plays for Club Leon in Mexico. Was that the one who got denied access into the country? Yeah, so that is Thomas Partey. He got denied access into Canada. Controversial player. Again, I'm not going to discuss the reason why he didn't. Jose Fajardo. I believe he's allowed access into the US, so he should be able to play for the other two games, but yeah, because the other two games, England-Ghana at Boston Stadium and Croatia-Ghana at the Philadelphia Stadium. So I think he can gain access into the US. But yeah, his visa got revoked for Canada. Okay. Now we're on to the FIFA World Cup history. And here we go. These are World Cup winners. We were saying about Uruguay, how Uruguay have 4 stars across their emblem, but only won it twice. They won in 1950, and they won the first one in 1930. So those are the 2 times that they've won the World Cup. That's these 2 here. This one's the 1931. That's already in there. That's in print. This is the 1950s team. The other 2 times, I believe, were the Olympic Games. You can't see it. Come on, focus, camera, focus! There you go. It focused. That looks pretty cool. But the other 2 times were prior to the 1930 World Cup, which was the first official World Cup. There was it was part of the Olympic Games, so I believe it was like 1928 and 24 or something like that. And they keep the stars, even though they don't technically count as World Cups. They keep them because they want to keep the stars for those. Yeah, and then the other one is Germany in 1974. There's the England team. It's the only time England's won the World Cup. Technically, this is West Germany, right? Germany FR. I don't know what FR is. Yeah, technically this was West Germany that won this. What does the FR stand for? There we go. That's the German team. 1974. The other is, the final is the repeat. So these are the repeats we've got. These are the swaps. These are my swaps so far. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 swaps. Not bad out of 250 stickers, right? Yeah, technically West Germany. I don't know what the FR means. But yeah, West Germany. 1974, yeah, so it would be West Germany for 1974, and then I believe the other times Germany has won, it will be in here actually. 1990, also West Germany, and then 2002 they got into the finals, they didn't win that one. That was Brazil. No, yeah, 2006, that's it. No? No, maybe not. I don't know. When did Germany win last? It wasn't that long ago, right? Oh, 2024. Oh yeah, it was the Brazilian World Cup. Of course it was. The one that was in Brazil. Yeah, Germany 1-0 against Argentina after extra time. I remember. Yes. So that's the third time that Germany has won. But they have made it into the final a few times. Italy have won it like 4 or 5 times now. Well, it depends on when in 1990. They were still classified as West Germany in 1990. It was the final was the 8th of July, 1990, but they were still classified as West Germany. England lost to West Germany in the semi-finals of 1990. 3rd of October would have been all of Germany. Yes, so it was still classified as West Germany. It was before the fall of the Berlin Wall. Anyway. Oh, the wall fell 1989? Did it? My bad. My history is wrong. I apologize. My history is wrong. There's some other stuff on here. But this is Coca-Cola, which I'm not going to go into this. I do have more stickers. Yeah. So I opened these. Off stream. So the ones that we've just put in, the ones that we opened on last stream. I was going to also stick these in today, but I kept them separate from the ones that I've just stuck in. So I'm going to save these. We'll save these for next stream. I will save them. They can go in the tin. Ready? I'm gonna put the swaps in now as well, because I've also got the extra stickers. So I looked up for these extra stickers that I've got, these things. So 3 of them, we had them as guaranteed. So we were guaranteed extra stickers. And one of them we found in a packet. Apparently, they appear in your packets in 1 in 100 packets. And the most rare are the gold. So Erling Haaland being a silver might be worth a little bit of something if I ever wanted to sell. Which I probably will, to be honest, because bureaucracy, yes. The reunion went from November until October. Got it, because bureaucracy. I understand. These are all the stickers we've stuck today. These are all the backs to the stickers that we've stuck today. It's quite a lot of stickers. It took us 3 hours. It took us longer. It took me longer than I thought it would. Look at all these stickers. It took me longer than I thought it was gonna take. It took me so much longer. I thought it would take like an hour. It took 3. It took an hour to open the stickers. I thought the title said you wanted to play Minecraft. Yeah, I do want to play Minecraft. I've got Minecraft running in the background. I shall put that there. Oh boy, there we go. We'll switch over to this one.